Hello, sorry about this, my real voice. Hello, my gravy Timothy, and welcome back to a bit of nostalgia in the month of November. And today we're checking out In the Name of the Tsar, which if I remember last year I covered and played Austria, and I didn't really, I like it that much. It was kind of meh. Best part is though, Tsar Nicholas is bold as hell in this one. Look at that thing. Give that a good old slap. Now, my little Timmy, would you like to try to figure out what exactly happened in World War I for this to happen to Europe? I'll give you 1 second to correctly write your response down below. Second over. Russia won World War I. What a absolutely fantastic conundrum we've been left with today. So yeah, Germany and Austria aren't looking too fresh after their little escapade of getting BTFO'd by the Russians. And I hope you enjoy some German civil wars, because we're about to have a few of them. Alright, today I think I'm gonna go ahead and give the French a go. I haven't been too kind to the French over my years on this channel, but today we can finally do them justice by making fun of them. Ooh la la, viewer, welcome to France, home of the croissant, or if you want to say it correctly, Mr. French person, croissant. And we are the victors of World War I, and as you can see, we are really benefiting from just how great we are. Do not worry though, for our hefty focus tree will fix all of our problems. Maybe. We also start with one of our little colonies trying to break free, so we're gonna have to very quickly deal with this too. Shouldn't be too difficult to put down. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my mostly motorized and tank divisions to take care of this post-hastily. Alrighty, there we go. Dealt with. Oh, Tsar Nicholas has died and been replaced with a angry chicken. Alright, so as per most mods, we get the option between democracy, communism, or going monarchist. Now, the monarchist one seems like it's going to have the most action. Well, the most fun action. This one just puts me at war with pretty much everyone. And whilst we do enjoy a bit of chaos in this game called Hearts of Iron 4, where my political pie chart looks like this, I want to keep it to some contained chaos. So we're currently reforming the government to make it so, well, the communists aren't going to overthrow us, the far right isn't going to overthrow us, and the rat from Ratatouille isn't going to start making food in our hat. Oh, and the Germans are going to war with each other, which isn't great because we have a lot of interest in the Confederation of the Rhine over here, so hopefully we can keep this stable. Hopefully. Oh, we can go ahead and get ourselves some early war propaganda, though. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, even though it is 50 PP, and we do need to save a lot of it to do our events and decisions here, but I can't turn down a bit of early war support. That is going to help. Oh, you're not a big fan of what's going on over here. Either side is not preferable to win. Alright, so we need to make sure that the Marxists are weak right now. If not, when we do this, we will get ourselves a bit of a civil war. Well, there you go, we got it, but we do have the unfortunate circumstance of everyone now beating each other up. Ah, but there he is, Napoleon the 7th, and look at his hat. Wow, very regal. Oh, all at once, every single provisional government in the world has just exploded from me. Yeah, whilst this could actually be kind of meta, considering they could all do their focus tree and I'd get way more factories, I'd rather actually be able to finish the game by the end of my lifetime. So yeah, not gonna willingly lag down the game today. Yeah, it ain't looking too good for the non-communists in Germany right now, but we'll see. Alright, now we have quite a few options. We could immediately go to war with the Italians and the Spanish, or we could go into the Benelux, which I think is probably going to do us a lot better, considering they're currently still at war, and I don't know what the hell Italy's going to do. Please do not resist as I bonk you over the head with my stale baguette. There we go. Now, these are much better, much more natural borders for our French Empire, and in that time, it looks like the communists aren't doing too well. They even got encircled over here quite badly. We're also going to want to go ahead and push the border a bit further east and take out our little protectorate of the Confederation of the Rhine before the Germans stabilize and try to eat it themselves. I mean, I still guarantee them. So can I call myself into the war? No, unfortunately I can't. What the hell, Paradox? Fix your game! There we go, just achieving our natural borders for our little empire. Alright, now I could also burst immediately into Germany, which would be a little bit of a problem because they are guaranteed by the Austrians, but I think I'll wait until whoever wins this civil war has, well, won, essentially. And then we'll go in and, you know, get them nice and secured. Oh. Well... The Void declared war on the United States of America. Oh. That's not the Void. I'm just saying, when I get down to hell, I am gonna strangle you. Yep, don't mind me, Spain. Just gonna recreate something I saw in a history book about a man called Napoleon, who just so happens to have the same name as me. That's crazy. If it's any consolation for you this time around, though, Spain, you don't really have a colonial empire to explode out of you and lose this time around. What's kind of annoying is I can't actually do any puppeting. Why can't I puppet them in the peace conference? Okay, it's one of those mods where I have to do it all through events and decisions. Thank you, mod. Oh, I don't think it even worked. Yeah, nothing happened. Can I just release them? Please tell me I can just release them. Okay, there we go. Nice. And there he is, the man himself. The wrong person for the throne. You know, I guess the closest thing to a Frenchman they've got laying around, I suppose. Alright, now, thankfully, the Italians actually just switched to a nationalist party, which is gonna be good for me, because I was kind of worried if I declared war on them while they were democratic that they'd join the British. But I think with this, they may join the Austrians, if that's an option. The cursed part about this is that I've got like a whole bunch of the Italian army just encircled over here while I'm still advancing. I'm not sure where the rest is. I said a naval invasion and completely forgot about it, and they've just arrived. And I think I just found the rest of the Italian army. Alright, and there go the Italians. Nice. Question is, do I have a brother I could just throw on the throne? Well, this time around they haven't even given me an option to release Italy in the decisions. I guess I have no brother. Let me get, yep, that's exactly who I thought it was going to be. But do not worry, the continental system is growing. Although we also need to deal with the Berliner Pact and the Balkan Shield Force. I also have a war goal on the Swiss here. I'm going to make a save though, because they are liberal, and I don't know if that will count towards being democratic and joining like the UK's faction, which is a little bit scary. Although everyone else seems to be fairly busy doing their own thing in the world, so I guess I'm free to just, you know, go back 200 years. I just got an event that says, Turkey just occupied Syria. I don't think you did. I don't think you did. I think you may have a few more problems to deal with than walking into Syria, my friend. Oh, they did. Oh, they did. I guess I wasn't consulted on that one, but you ain't gonna be consulted on this one. You know, I wouldn't be too upset by that, but the fact you're about to hand over land that you just got for free through your focus tree to the Russians is a bit tilting. I don't even think I'll be able to get my war goal in time by the time they're dead. Maybe we can still get in there in time. They just took Iraq through their focus tree too, so maybe. We've arrived and, I've got a bit of a French flag issue there. Sorry, the French flag is just so offensive and controversial. We've had to blur it for YouTube content policy. Oh, I just got my provisional government. You know what? Just in case I don't get them in the peace conference, I guess I'll release Lebanon. I have no idea what's going on with the flags, by the way. I've never seen this one before. Oh, then. Yeah. I think... I think I'm gonna bust. Ooh, the Germans have declared war on the Russians with their faction, which is looking a little bit too historical to me. I would go in right now, but I'm gonna wait until my army fills back up. I just moved them all over to 40 with, so yeah, even if I did right now and I convert them back, I think would roll over pretty easy. So I guess we'll wait to see how this goes. Russians ain't looking too fresh. I gotta say that much. You know, for the rest of the world, Japan ate China, and then they haven't done anything, and then Haven't been keeping up with the US Civil War. I see we're playing a game of musical states over here. I'm just being haunted by Victoria Free everywhere I look. Oh god, I'm looking at the UK's focus tree here, and the only real thing they can do now is go to war with the Turks, which in turn put them at war with the Russians. So they have no other intervention method. Oh god, yeah, okay, the Russians are facing a catastrophic defeat here. I think I'm gonna have to get involved sooner than later. Alright, I don't think I'm just gonna completely roll over the Germans, but I wasn't expecting the Germans to completely roll over the Russians, was I? Oh no, I am definitely most certainly rolling them over very quickly. Well, looks like the Russians pulled off something potentially competent and naval invaded behind their lines here. I can't be impressed with that because this is the borders right now. Oh well, the Germans have capitulated, and now that is a lot of empty space. Why are the Confederates? Why did my Croatian land just capitulate to the Confederate? What? Oh, yeah, of course, why not? They're now allied with the Germans! That's alright, boys, we truly are living in the American Civil War now. I always knew I'd be a willing participant. Yeah, well, there goes the Romanians, I suppose, and the Austrians are now stuck in Stanislavia. Now, sadly, that would be it for the war, but off to America we go, I believe. I do have to say that these borders are, in fact, looking, pretty good if you ask me. It's a shame and the peace conference is probably going to get torn apart by the Russians, who did nothing but lose. I was waiting for it. But hey, any mod that lets me put the nail in Huey Long Dong's coffin is a good mod to me. Alright, here comes the troubling part. The only good news here is that I don't think the AI can puppet, they can only liberate, which may come back to bite me if they end up liberating loads of people here. Here we go. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. They didn't release anyone because, well, they really can't. And, yep, the British and the Russians are now at war. Hey, that is a pretty good French Empire. Now I gotta pick who I'm gonna beat up, the UK or Russia. And considering I remember exactly what the Russians did down here in the Middle East, I'm gonna put my front line on the Russians. Oh yeah, but first off, gotta bring the army back from America. I guess they weren't really expecting the Americans to war to go on that long because, yeah. We may have a problem though, because the Americans that won that war are in fact in the Russian Pact, and do I really want to go all the way back to America? Well, they're not at war with the British currently, and I guess if they do join the British side, I can give some troops to Canada. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, an event that actually works. Sadly for you though, I'm going to continue the military occupation. Anyway, onwards to Moscow, I say. Hopefully we don't all freeze to death this time around, but we'll see. Oh, for a second I thought that was America, but don't worry, it's just Mongolia. You know, I'd go and say I think the Germans may have weakened the Russians up a bit for me, but realistically they never stood a chance regardless. This mod is very balanced, really. Big question is though, how far am I gonna have to push the Russians? Pretty far. Don't worry boys, we'll all be home by Christmas. I just won't tell you which one. Oh, I didn't even realize we just blasted past Moscow. And good news is it hasn't been burnt to the ground this time around, so it's actually worth taking. France has folded to our demand. We are now in possession of the Indo-Chinese lands. I don't think I'm gonna say in that. I don't think this message is even for me. I think definitely a lot about this mod that needs a little bit of work. When they also declared rush on Russia. You cheeky summing. This ain't gonna be fun. You know what? That's good enough. I'm just gonna leave the rest to the AI and they can do whatever. Sure. Not too sure why you puppeted them in such random spots, Japan. But there you go. That was In the Name of the Tsar. Very fun little map paint experiment we had going there. A little shame that half the stuff is completely broken in this mod, but still very fun just to roll over everyone. And if you enjoyed this look at In the Name of the Tsar and you want to carry on your adventure in Nostalgia November, feel free to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below to carry on the adventure. But anyway, Gotta go rinse my eyeballs out with bleach.